Hello. Today I will be talking about why stereotyping is wrong and why we should stay away from stereotyping people just because of their religion, their race, or their ethnicity. According to the dictionary, and the definition of stereotype is the established image that we have heard about certain group of people, thing, or things, and we assume them as truth, and we take them as truth. Well, it's wrong to stereotype people because if we stereotype people, we are taking the individuality of each one of them, of the ones that belong to that group, and we cannot assume that everyone is the same because that's socialism. And regarding of in our community, in our world, in the current economy, we are capitalists and we take individuality or individualism really, really seriously. So we believe that everyone is different and everyone has their own individuality. So stereotyping is not a good thing to do because we take away that from them. And that's a right that we all have. Also, stereotyping is not a good thing because people doesn't like to be stereotyped. According to Miss Martina Navratilova, labels are just for filing, labels are just for clothing, labels are not for people. That's Miss Martina Navratilova. That's what she said about it. According to Queen Latifah, she tells about her experience, reminding us that stereotypes are still around the United States. She tells and she established that I don't really have to be in the 60s every time I hail a cab in New York and they pass me by and pick up the white person, then I get a dose of it. I grew up with it. She's clear about that stereotype is an everyday thing, is haven't gone away, and racism also hasn't gone away. So those two things are kind of the same, but different, because now being a racist is just one single race, and just talking about race. Here, stereotype it includes all the members of the society because all the members of the society are different from different cultures, different religions, and different ethnicities. It's it's not good to stereotype people because those sayings or those stereotypes linger and they stay, they don't go away. And those things, those stereotypes affect certain group of people, the ones that are stereotypees. There was a study done in Toronto, in the University of Toronto, led by Mr. Michael Inchlich, and he did a test uh, on two different groups of Asian people, and one of them was treated with stereotypes. Of course, the people that was treated with stereotypes got mad, frustrated, and they didn't react good. They were kind of aggressive in the responses. And the other group of people were treated as normals, like a normal person. And that people tend to react normal and like nothing happened. So by doing this is that we understand that stereotypes affect the emotional part of us. So even though we don't see it, we know it because it's a study has been done on that. Also, let's say that there's no good or bad stereotypes because in the same study they asked a question or they did an affirmation to a certain group of people, especially the ones that were blacks and they were tall, and they said this to them that all the tall black people are good basketball players, and of course they react good on it. They were proud of that. But when they said the a bad word on stereotype, they told them that all black people are bad. They reacted badly. They reacted aggressively with passion. So there's no good or bad stereotypes. So that's why we need to stay away from them. It is hard on these days that we live that most people tend to stereotype. Because even myself, I do stereotype, but I don't say it. But we all stereotype people. We assume things as real, but we don't have the certainty that is truth. So we live in a free country that is multiracial, multicultural, and we don't have to accept or do whatever everybody else is doing. We just need to accept that there's different cultures around us, and we just gotta go with it, and understand that we are all different. all different, and we have our own individuality. So I invite you all to reflectionate and think about better when you want to do a stereotype on certain group of people. Just don't assume. Just question things and try to be a better human being by having better critical thinking about that, and don't go with the flow. That's my speech. Thank you.